Talk One. It's me again. I'm Jess. I'm the digital producer for this year's show, the one person pushing all the buttons. But I have to say, there's a lot of buttons to push, and I definitely couldn't do it alone. So I have to introduce you my lovely assistant, Patty. Please join us. And mute yourself so we don't get nasty feedback. That's what we
gotta get used to that.
Yeah, we gotta use that. That's what we're trying to avoid at this point in time. So thank you for joining me, Patty. Thank you so much for all your help. You're amazing.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me what to expect the rest of the night?
Oh my gosh, we have so much stuff going on. We have sketches, we have stand-up, we have the home team coming up later tonight. And after that, our headlines, which hopefully you got tickets to because it's going to be amazing. Mm-hmm. So it is quite the variety and a ton of fun.
Yeah. But we're going to get the show kind of rolling right now, I think. And we're going to start it out. Who are we going to start it out with?
Okay. Whoop.
Well, your camera has gone away.
It did.
So I'm just going to go ahead and say we have got a lovely piece of talent. We are so excited she's here. So excited she could join us this year. She's probably going to make you belly laugh. I'm expecting a belly laugh at least. And without further ado, I would like to bring you to Laura Park, who is muted.
There we go. Gotcha.
How's this? Can you hear me now?
Beautiful. Now I'm going to mute myself. Have a good set.
Okay, thanks. Hey, how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. My name is Laura Park, in case I turn Korean. I live right here. I live in a large studio apartment or a one-bedroom kitchen. I live in Hollywood, where you never know if people are serious, crazy, or rehearsing a scene. That Hollywood stuff rubs off on you, too. Everything okay? That Hollywood stuff rubs off on you. I'm still with you. Honestly, one time I heard, "Don't hurt me. I'm going to kill you." I was like, "Hey, could you do it again?" It wasn't believable. Yeah, give her back the purse. Put the gun down. Let's take it from the top. And action. I've always been a little dorky. Like in high school, guys were not into me. I mean, I didn't have sex until the very end of parties. And I am an introvert, but I love people. I went to school for archaeology, so I'm a people person only after I dig them up. And I don't know about you guys, but I've got to get off social media. I never post anything, but I read everything you post to the point where if I see you in person, I sound creepy. Like, "You looked so pretty at your nephew's birthday party. I like pasta too. Oh, don't tell me what you're up to. I want to read it later." I'm originally from Wisconsin. So we're sister states. We're just a little swim away, a really far swim away. But I don't know if it's the same as you guys. Growing up in Wisconsin, there were lots of semi-trucks. And I would dream of being a truck driver, because you're just out there on the road. You're on your own. You could pick up a hitchhiker. Like, "Need a lift? Back to Milwaukee? I know where you live. I'm following you on Facebook." In Wisconsin, we have a huge problem with teen pregnancy. But they always blame the girls. It's the slut's fault, right? Like Adam and Eve. Eve ate the apple. But I tell you, if a reptile started talking to me, I would pay attention. Everybody would. How many people change their car insurance to Geico? You save up to 40%, don't you, sluts? Yay. Women. Let's see. Wisconsin, you know me. Wisconsin's a dairy state. It's a lot of people with a lot of phlegm. LA, all about the car you drive. Wisconsin, all about the carcass attached to the car you drive. And the people there are so polite, but they have to be. Everybody's armed. It's like, after you. One time my stomach was hurting me, and I went to the doctor and he told me that I'm lactose intolerant. And I just thought, how do I tell my parents that in Wisconsin? Just, Mom, Dad, I drink soy. So you're a lesbian? But you can still drink milk, right? I think we should have a harder test to get a gun permit. It'd be like this. Question number 1. How many amendments are there in the Constitution? There's only one. It's called the Second Amendment. I'm getting pretty excited, you guys. My friend just had kids. 2 girls, Sasha and Tika. They were trying for cats. Nature decides. They had to repaint the whole room, buy new collars, different litter. I'm single. I have 1 cat so far. Looks like I got a little time here. Yeah, I'll do a little bit more. Damn, yay, haha. Thanks, you guys. Let me tell you about, it's been a crazy month, a crazy year, a crazy more than a year. I just can't even believe it. But I think one good thing that's come of it is that we are more aware of mental health. I think it's really important. I am from rural Wisconsin. We didn't do psychiatry. We just diagnosed you with a nickname. Like, hey, there's Screamy Joe. Hey, Screamy Joe, how's it going? Thanks, me too. Oh no, is Donna crying? Well, she'll be happy in a minute. That's Up Down Donna. Well, looky here. It's Stabby Dan. Now that guy needs meds. Get him a beer. And that was our mental health system. Okay, you guys, thanks. That's my light. Take care. Bye, everybody.
Hello, let me unmute myself for you. That was so great, Laura. That was awesome energy. Loved it all. Thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, so a couple of things is the Detroit Women of Comedy Festival is actually raising money for 2 great causes. And that is the Planet Ant Theater and the Detroit Creativity Project. So if you want to donate, you still can. Head over to Cash App, $WDCF, or Venmo at WDCF-WDCF. So do it twice. We're going to keep the show kind of going on for us. And I have the great pleasure of introducing our next stand-up. And from a soft-spoken stand-up from a mostly nice young lady. Let's give it up for Mary Spencer.
Hi, thank you. Great to welcome you to my living room. I've had a lot of stress dreams like this, but this is better. I think this has been a very cool way to kind of see how we can do some neat things during the pandemic. And also that we've gotten rid of a lot of things that maybe we don't like doing. But I think we haven't gone far enough. Like if we're getting rid of shaking hands and we're getting rid of working the full week in the office, I think we might also want to consider getting rid of cycle pubs. Not as a health thing necessarily. I just think they're embarrassing. Like if we as a nation can't agree on basic public health measures, but we're fully on top of new and dangerous ways to drink in the street, I don't know. So a cycle pub, if you're not familiar, is not the worst thing white people have ever done to Detroit, but it is up there. Basically, it's this roundish bar, and then on both sides, you've got 6 sets of bicycle seats and bicycle pedals. It's all on wheels. There are no airbags, no seatbelts. Someone steers you around for an hour while you get drunk and forget to pedal. But chances are you've seen one, you've probably been stuck in traffic behind it, because they do have really broad appeal. Turns out a lot of people like either drinking, inefficient modes of transportation, or the possibility of dying in a way that would make the news. And to its credit, the Cycle Pub does bring together all three of these things. It just happens to take the worst qualities of each. Now recently, I had to make a choice because I was threatened with the invitation to go on one. Now, don't know a lot about myself, but I do know that I don't want to be within 50 feet of one of these things, let alone directly on it. But it was my friend's birthday party. We hadn't seen each other in a long time, and she was paying for the whole thing. So we get on. Our guide introduces himself to us. He says he has just moved here from Austin, Texas, and he is going to show us the real Detroit, which is, yes, Midtown. He hands us waivers because you don't have to read these. We all go, woo, and then we're off. And at first it is fine. I'm pedaling begrudgingly because I don't really like to have fun, but it is fine until a couple members of our group start singing My Neck, My Back to a man collecting cans on the side of the road. Let me remind you, there is no place to hide on a cycle pub. Okay, they were originally invented as immersion therapy for people with social anxiety. An Irish goodbye is fully out of the question. They would see you running away. So I decided that the best thing to do would be to start pedaling extremely hard in the hopes that I could get us moving fast enough alone that this whole thing would be over sooner. Now, I'll tell you, getting into the racing spirit when you are on a bicycle that doesn't face forward, or that only faces sideways and has only one gear is not an easy thing. It's harder still when you're reaching for water and every single time discover that it's vodka. But I am proud to tell you that I did break a sweat. I am less happy to tell you that it didn't make any difference at all. And it was an extremely long ride. Now I advocate against them in the hopes that it doesn't happen to anyone else again. So that is what I have for you. I thank you for your attention, and I am all set.
Yay! That was so good. Those pedal pubs. Yeah, can't stand them. If you like them, sorry. I don't. Could not agree more. So we're going to kind of keep the show going along here right now. We've got a nice little sketch block coming up for you. A lot of great things in here. So we're just going to go ahead and get that started. Maybe. I mean, I have to find the button right now. It's really hard to multitask sometimes, but I'm really excited to do it.
There's cat hair in this coffee. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. Coffee's hot. Confessions of a Mother. I don't know. I always try to be as humble as possible, but it's hard in today's world. You know, you try to be a good person, live your life, watch Judge Judy, but you know, things get to you after a while. I try to be open book. I try to keep my heart on my sleeve, but you know, things get in the way. Pregnancies, pandemic. It's just one thing after another, truly. But being a mother, you start to really hold a lot, like a pickle jar. You know, not only are you holding all the pickles, but you're also holding the juice of the pickles. I don't know. I read that in a book somewhere. I got those new TikTok leggings. Yeah. I didn't know how much junk was in the trunk prior to getting these, and I really feel like a new woman. I don't really even think Dennis Quaid is that cute. I really don't. One time I told my child's first grade teacher that I baked the cookies. They were from Kroger's. I decided not to wear makeup anymore. Just like that Alicia Keys. If she can do it, I can. You don't care that you sneezed on your mother. One time I got high at a Lana Del Rey concert. They told me it was cloves. And I always said, well, one in ear out the other with cloves. I read that somewhere too. I don't really know what it meant. I do my best to like my neighbor Lillian, but she likes John Mayer. Right? My mother told me I should take up yoga. I said, Mother, I have enough gas in my colon that if I bent down to do the dogwood spiral down dog, that I would probably not only blow away the entire class, but probably the entire block. My mother didn't talk to me for a week after that. Zoom to you, zoom to me. You don't want to accept a little bit of honey. Have you actually tried LaCroix before? Because I feel like people that say they've tried LaCroix before actually haven't tried LaCroix before. Cute. There's that new bubble tea place in town. I told him, give me the fan favorite if you would. Give me the fan favorite. And the little girl behind the counter is like, all right. She hands me back this disgusting green slimy thing, and I said, honey, what on earth did you blow your nose into my cup? She said, no, ma'am, that's matcha. I never really thought Matthew McConaughey was that cute and Dazed and Confused. The bank is so fetch. You know? One time at church I told the pastor, I said, pasta man. I don't even remember what I was gonna tell you. That is such a good name for a superhero. I can't have a moment of peace in my home. Oh no! I got these glasses off the internet. They give me headaches. All over your mother. You just sneezed all over your mother, indeed. You just sneezed all over your mama. You just sneezed all over your mama. You just sneezed all over your mama, and you don't seem to care. You come here to think. The day of my daughter's wedding, when you asked me for a favor, and I'm gonna tell you something. I don't do favors for nobody. I don't do it for family. My mama, my brother, my mama, my brother, my grandmother, my daughter. I don't do it for you. I'll tell you what I'm gonna say. Be a favor. I'm gonna say wrong. I don't know. Get on here.
know something? Strangest thing just happened. You know that cone from the park earlier? It's right outside.
I don't see anything.
Well, that's the thing, is that it was there and now it's gone.
I don't know what to tell you. Sex with her cursed boyfriend and has to get followed around by a giant duck-type creature?
Yes!
I don't see how this is anything like that. Neither of us has had sex with that traffic cone.
What?
I'm just saying, one of us would have had to have sex with that traffic cone.
That traffic cone?
Okay, don't deflect, alright?
It's right outside the door, you don't hear it?
I can hear the wind. I can explain.
God.
Perfect wife, perfect life, that's for me. Yeah! Perfect wife, perfect life, she's for me. She sleeps without me cause she doesn't want me to hear her snoring. We barely talk cause she doesn't want me to think she's boring. Perfect wife, perfect life, that's for me. Yeah! Perfect wife, perfect life, she's for me. She said we should wait, that it's gonna be great. Building up anticipation. Found some money right here, right under this chair. She said it's for going on vacation. Perfect wife, perfect life. She's probably at her brother's and I'm doing alright. So perfect wife, perfect wife, she's for me. Perfect wife, perfect life, she's for me. Perfect wife, perfect life, she's for me. She's for me.
Please, sir, give me the codes.
Mandrake, while we're sitting here chatting, a decision is being made by the president in the war room.
There's still time to recall the planes.
I refuse to sit here and let communists sap and impurify our precious bodily fluids.
Well, boys, this is it. Nuclear combat.
All the planes are gone?
All of the planes are gone.
No!
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 This is all your fault.
This is all your fault.
This is all your fault.
Gentlemen! Gentlemen! You can't fight in here! This is the war zone! Hi, Dimitri. I have some bad news. Well, our planes are coming to bomb you. I know, Dimitri. I know. But we've got to take them out. Dimitri, I'm sorry. I love you, Dimitri.
What made you think this was a good idea in the first place?
I first became aware of it, Mandrake, during the physical act of love.
What? Why don't we try to play a game? I'll try to guess the code numbers, and you tell me if I'm right, okay?
All the planes are back?
All the planes are back.
Yes!
Except for one.
No!
Target in sight. Where the hell is Major Kong?
Doctor, what can we do?
Well, Mr. President, we can go get some hotties and go into the mines.
Mr. President, we have to protect the mines from the Ruskies. We cannot allow them to beat us.
Well, Mr. President, I can walk. My mirror.
Don't know when, but I know we'll know when somebody's dead.
Hi, I'm Stacey Wonders, Vice President, Chairman of the Board, CEO, Vice CEO, HR, Vice HR, envelope licker, mailer, every single employee that this company has to offer. What would you say if I told you that a couple years ago, I was a hot mess? We're talking like lice, back pain, brain fog, toes that would click together, heels that would jump on their own, bulging eyes. It's like my eyes are like little reflectors, like, you know, when you take a picture of an animal in the dark with the light, yeah, that's what it was like. I was a mess. So, after a long journey of seeing my general practitioner as well as several other practitioners and a pediatrician and one gynecologist, I finally got my answer. I had leaky butt.
Stace.
Dr. Lenny Niles.
Good to see you, huh?
It is such a pleasure to have you here today. I cannot tell you how thankful I am. You are the leading gynecologist on leaky butt, and you have such extensive research. Now,
I couldn't have asked for a better butt than yours. Stacy unwittingly made one of the best decisions she could do in her whole life to see me, her gynecologist. Dealing in 100% vaginas, one might not think that I would know a thing or two about buttholes, but the truth is I see them every day because most people don't know that the vagina and the butthole are very close to each other in nature and are separated by just a mere piece of material.
I did not know that.
It's a fun fact. Together we devised the leaky butt system. Stacy?
Leaky butt is when vitamins and nutrients want to exit out of the butthole. Think of your poop as a party bus. And its passengers? Vitamins and nutrients. With leaky butt, the party bus takes the exit ramp out of your body. But with the leaky butt system, this show stays on the road. Vitamins disperse and stay in, relieving symptoms like bulging eyes.
It's so simple. Doc, am I good?
Oh, yep. Oh, wait. 1 second. Little adjustment. All right. Get out of here, Stacy.
Grandma.
On the docket is one of my absolute favorite actresses. You see her on everything on TV right now. Reese Witherspoon.
Hi, y'all.
Hello, Miss Reese.
Hey,
how are things going?
I'm good. I'm so excited. Things are good.
Yeah, Holland and I just adore everything that you do on TV. You've got the production company, you've got the books. We're always reading your books, aren't we, Holland? We're always in the book club. That's so exciting.
Always.
Bless your heart. Thank you.
Reese, real quick before you go, what do you think of these glasses, Reese?
I don't think I like those.
Are these the glasses?
No, I don't think I like those, but they're exciting.
So, see you later, Reese.
Farts.
I'm Maxine Jennings, dubbing censorship expert, and this is my masterclass. It's the early 1990s, and Quentin Tarantino is just blowing up. He's got all these amazing movies that are coming out, and network television is saying, we'd love to air these, but the hitch filled with profanity. And so that's where I came in. Samuel L. Jackson and I, we had a very long, fruitful career together. We started working in the summer of 1997 together, and it was really a symbiotic relationship, one not existing without the other. One time we were in studio recording, and Sam looked at me and he said, "You are one creative mother frumper." And we shared in a laugh because we knew in that moment what we were creating together was magic. Making history and creating good, wholesome magic.
Emma Stone.
Hey.
Hi there,
Hey,
Emma.
Sarah.
How are things going?
Things are good.
So you have a baby.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I basically had like a baby during quarantine, which was like kind of crazy, but like I already won an Oscar, so I was like, yeah, like let's just go for it, So we did, and so I have a baby now.
Emma, it's just such a joy, and you've got Corel coming out. We're just so excited. To
Good,
watch
cool,
it.
yeah.
Really
Sure,
quick,
yeah,
Emma,
what's
before
up?
you have to jump off here, what do we think of these glasses?
I think they're fine, but like I wouldn't wear
What
them.
do we think of these?
I mean, like I
think that.
no, I wouldn't wear them, but like they're fine for you.
All right. So nobody likes
Okay,
these glasses.
so see you later.
Right. Bye, Emma.
We are so excited to meet you. Huh? Sexy Schmeagle looks different from profile picture. Yes, because you are sexy Gollum. No, it's just sexy Schmeagle. No, you're not just sexy Gollum. There is no Schmeagle. No, it's just sexy Schmeagle. Sexy Schmeagle is beautiful. Would Precious like to get bread? And the bread you wanted to. Disgusting. No, sexy Schmeagle doesn't want to, but yes, you do. You want it. Get the bread, you want it. We think we will skip the bread.
Amelia Clark. Amelia Clark, how are you doing, my dear? How's it across the pond?
Good. Things are good. How are you? Things are good.
I just wanted to say that Holland and I both, we just adore you so much. We just find you to be so charming and so adorable. And I just have one quick question. What do we think of these glasses? I think these are maybe the ones that. Okay, nobody likes these. Okay,
no.
Okay. Thank you so much, Amelia. Talk to you later, babe.
Sometimes when I am very mad at my husband, Donald, I fart on his pillow.
Dakota Johnson. Dakota, I see that you most recently got engaged. How are things going?
Good. Things are good.
Well, we just find you so adorable, and we just adore everything that you do. Holland and I are always talking about how much we love you. And
Right.
just a really quick before you have to go and jump off of here, what do we think of these glasses? Well, okay, so these are the ones, Holland.
No,
and
those are ugly.
Dakota. I think that these are
No,
the
those
glasses.
are ugly.
Okay, so no glasses. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so no glasses. It was so nice checking in with y'all.
Bye.
Talk to you later.
That was so much fun. We had such a variety of those sketches. Thank you to all who sent them in. They're so good. And I just wanted to let you know about a couple things. So first of all, the Detroit Women of Comedy Festival is in partnership with the Planet Ant Theater, and that is a 501c3 nonprofit. You can follow them at Planet Ant Detroit on Instagram and Facebook. There's also a YouTube channel, so tune into that as well. You might be there right now, in fact, so welcome. And if you want to follow the festival, you can follow us on Instagram at Detroit Women of Comedy Fest, Twitter at Detroit Woo C Fest, and Facebook at Detroit Women of Comedy Fest. So follow us. It'll be great. But we're going to keep this show going. We've got some great acts to kind of close out this hour. There are going to be future hours, though, so stick around for those. And I am delighted to bring our next performer up. Her jokes about the whores that is other people, pop culture, and whatever tickles her interest bring a delight to all audiences. So without further ado, please welcome Nicole Yates.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Oh boy, I'll tell you, surviving this pandemic has been kind of crazy. Me and my roommate Stuart, we watched everything there was to watch on TV, all the streaming, all the Netflix and the Amazon Prime and the Disney Plus, you name it, we watched it. We talked about it. We wrote reaction papers about it. We leg wrestled about it. It was just nuts. So now we're basically just, since it's the very end, we're just down to playing strip Scrabble. Yeah. Which is great for me because he's dyslexic. So it's good times. I had to move right about 2 weeks before the quarantine started. I had to find a new place and I had to move, and I ended up moving in with Stuart. But because the place I was in, I was living with a crazy person. Yeah, it was me and my friend Anna and Brooke, who was the only person on the lease, which gave her hand in that roommate relationship. But we also had a fun nickname for her, which was Piglet, and her girlfriend, who did not live with us. And let me tell you something, you guys. If you eat, sleep, fight, and fuck all in the same place, okay, for a whole calendar month, guess what? You live there, okay? You live with there. So there's the two of them. They're attached at the taint. They're just constantly screaming at each other. Yeah, just screaming at each other. And you have to picture it in your head. They're both very slim girls, about 4'2". One's a blonde, one's a brunette. And their bodies are made entirely of Adderall and Pizza Hut boxes. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And they were just constantly screaming at each other, and their voices had the same octave. So it sounded like one 14-year-old girl constantly screaming at herself. Okay. Just goes on and on and on. So once this is finished up, then they moved to the second part of this, which was competitive door slamming, which is delightful. I mean, they put any 14-year-old high school girl to shame, really. It was so bad that our neighbors would walk past the window and hold up Olympic style scores, 9.6, 8.9, 3.7. It's those Russian judges. You always got to watch that. But yeah, it was a little bit insane. And then they decided that they were going to make us uncomfortable so we would move out. Okay. So their first try at this was to just stop taking out the trash. Now, these two trash bags lived on fast food, so the trash piled up quickly, and Anna had to actually physically restrain me from taking out the trash. It got so bad it was getting to the top of the fridge. We called it Trash Mountain because, it kind of was. I mean, the only way that I could explain this is that we actually had a cockroach Sherpa, okay? A Sherpa leading smaller, rich cockroaches up Trash Mountain. Okay. It was ridiculous. He had a hat and a backpack and a little water bottle, and he's just, and on the left, it was really interesting. And one day I walked out of my room, there was actually a cockroach hanging off a styrofoam cup, carving George Washington into the side of it. Okay. We had guys that, those weird dudes that like to climb rock walls. We had rock wall guys knocking on our door, asking if they could practice on Trash Mountain. Okay. Yeah, pretty bad. But this wasn't bothering us. So they kicked it up a notch and went to phase 2. Phase 2, are you ready for this? Was showering together with the door open. Okay. Showering together with the door open to try to make us feel uncomfortable so we would move out. Okay. Now, listen, we all got those parts. Who gives a shit? It was like one soapy Broadway show with no admission price. Okay. So we would just sit on the sofa and laugh at them because they're dumb and just eat snacks, debate the validity of double stuffed Pop-Tarts and just laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh at them. Okay. And just eat a lot of cheese. And I don't do drugs or drink anymore. And all I got left is cheese. So don't judge me. Okay. So one day she looks at me and Anna says to me, hey, I think we should do something to make them uncomfortable. And I was like, one of these days I'm going to go in there and I'm just going to start brushing my teeth while they're soaping it up, have like a dentist type conversation with them. I think it'll be a good time to buy a water pick, just really, really get a good floss going in there. But now there's two things you need to know about Anna before I go on here. One is that she is one of my best friends, super funny, really great. Two, she's an evil streak in mine that matches mine. Okay. She has an evil streak in her that matches mine. And at this point, it lit up like the bat signal. She looks at me and says, I think you should shower with the door open. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to shower with the door, but I'm going to shower with the curtain open. I'm going to walk out of that tub. I'm going to walk out of that bathroom. I'm going to walk into that kitchen. I'm going to towel off with the dish towel. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, man. You want to see a cautionary tale of what happens when you eat too much Pizza Hut? I will show you. I'm going to be totally soaking wet. You want to see a spinny, flat Polish ass? I will spin all the way around, 360, all the way around. And I'll tell you what, you guys, it only took me having to shower with the door open twice for them to start shutting the door when they showered. And that means, one, I win, which is always great. And two, every time they see something flat, every time they're making out and they put their hand on the wall, they're going to think of me. Anytime that they're buying a ham, they're going to think of me. Anytime they do anything flat, they're going to be like Nicole's ass. And you know what? That's what matters most. Thanks a lot, you guys. I'm Nicole Yates.
Yay! Ending on Nicole's ass. Great. Love it. So we've got one more act coming up for you right now. And, we're going to keep it coming. And Kelly Thewlis has, and I hope I'm saying that right, please correct me when you join us if I'm not, has had nothing in her life go to plan. And she is here to tell you all about that. So let's please welcome Kelly Thewlis. Yay!
Hi, hello. You said it right. Great job. It's a tricky name, so you did good. I'm so happy to be here. This has been just an amazing festival so far, and I'm so excited. Here I am, the last comedian of this block, and then you've got so many other great acts coming up after me. So I'm really happy to be here. Live streaming shows, though, they're still awkward. This is like the least awkward one I've ever done, but they're still awkward. There's no way around it. They're awkward. The Zoom shows and whatnot, I'm getting used to them. I have to. It's been over a year, but it's not the most awkward show I've ever done. By far, the most awkward show I've ever done is right before the pandemic. I did a show. I performed at a sex club. But not performed. No. I look like Janine Garofalo's naive cousin. No, I was doing stand-up comedy at a sex club. Oh, yeah, it was weird. It was real awkward being someone else's foreplay, I mean, it was weird. Now I know the truth. It's actually, the thing about it is that you imagine people when you're nervous on stage, you like to look out and pretend everyone's naked. And that show, I just didn't have to pretend, they just arrived that way. It was so unsettling. I can't unsee it. It was crazy. But now I know the truth. The truth is for sure that more clothes. Whenever I'm nervous and I look out at the audience, I pretend people have more clothes on. It's so much more comforting. I look out at you guys, you guys all have little hats and scarves, and earmuffs, and you're still pantsless though, because it's live stream show. So No one wears pants on these. When I thought about my future, I just always knew I was going to make it into the 1%. You know, I thought that 1% would be referring to my income level, and not the 1% of women to get pregnant with an IUD in. So, for those of you who don't know, or for those of you who do know, but you can't think straight because you're just like silently panicking, the IUD is currently the most reliable form of birth control on the market. It's said to be over 99% effective. My doctor actually told me it's more likely for you to get pregnant once your tubes have been tied than for you to get pregnant with an IUD in. So when my doctor asked if I wanted to know the gender or if I wanted to be surprised, I said, I think I've had enough surprises. Thank you. I ended up having a girl. She's 3 now. She is 3 years old. Amazing. I have to clarify that. I have to make sure people know because you can't see my lower half. So you might be confused and think I'm currently pregnant. That you would still be equally confused. If I was up on stage and you could still see my stomach, you would still be equally as confused, okay? I like whiskey and cupcakes and flowy shirts. It's confusing, so I get it. But no, my daughter's 3 years old now. It's really exciting. I love having kids. Kids are so much fun. And but it's amazing to me how much trouble she can get in. Like, I never set her down in a place that is dangerous. You know, I mean, I would never, ever set her down in a place that's dangerous, but she finds things that I never even thought could be dangerous. It's insane. I once set her down on her little squishy alphabet foam mat, you know, those little play mats. I went to the kitchen to put a dish in the sink. I was gone for seconds. I come back. She's got white, powdery stuff all over her face. She looks like a little cokehead with rabies. So it turned out I had left my purse on the coffee table. She got into my purse, pulled out a stick of my deodorant, took the lid off, and just ate it. Took a big old chunk out of it. So a quick call to poison control. Turns out you can eat deodorant. Totally safe. It is safe for you to eat. It's not going to give you what you need, though. It's not, you know, they're not going to add it to the menu or anything of your favorite restaurant. But if you're ever in like a castaway situation and all you have is a FedEx box full of Degree, you are good. You can do it. But yeah, now I've switched. Now I use a like natural based deodorant that's like cucumber based. That's way, if it ever happens again, at least she's getting a vegetable. It's so hard to get kids to eat vegetables. Anyways, my name's been Kelly Thewlis. It's been so wonderful to be a part of this festival. Thank you guys.
Yay, thank you so much, Kelly. That surprisingly takes us to the end of this block. It went by so quickly, and I can't believe it. We've got another block coming up in less than 10 minutes. So, you know, go get some water, get yourself a refresher, come back, join us here. And yeah, we'll catch you on the flip side.
Yay.
Hello, Detroit.
The Detroit Creativity Project has taken a lot of my students by surprise.
The Detroit Creativity Project, at least in its initial phase, is a program to offer improv instruction in the public schools of Detroit.
Oh God. Who are all these people? Where did you come from? Why are you standing here?
I love improv. They're just off the head.
Detroit is my home. Nothing but love.
I think that improvisation is one of probably the best skills that a person can learn for life.
There's really no class that you take that teaches you how to listen and how to get your point across. Improvisation does that.
This program isn't just for actors who want to create a career for themselves. This program is for regular people who want to create a better self.
Improv skills help in everything. If you're in an interview and you don't know how to respond to a question, those improv skills kick in.
When you come downstage in improvisation and you get a couple of suggestions from the audience and then you create something out of nothing, you finish that and realize, I just did something impossible. What I just did is impossible. Everything else seems easy.
This is one of the best things that have ever happened to me. In Detroit, art funds are cut all the time.
And it's really sad because we have a lot of people that have just performance in their hearts, and like not a lot of people get to express that.
We're starting with improv because that's where we all come from. But with hope, this program will blossom and we'll be able to send artists into school to share their gifts in many art forms, whether that be the visual arts, in painting, or filmmaking, in fashion, in music.
People's view of Detroit is that it's a rundown city and there's only violence and crime. But what people don't see is programs like this who are trying to help people, which will make Detroit a better place.
And I think the one thing that's true about almost any Detroiter you meet is that they've got huge dreams.
My dream is to be in the NBA.
I want to be a famous singer.
Electrical engineer.
Marine biologist.
An actor.
There's so much I want to be. And I think dreams are what kind of fuels the city.